Violence done through politeness. No one raises their voice or pushes you. They even smile, but they still make you leave. This kind of passive-aggressive control is more unsettling than open hostility because you can't even push back against it. You're being put down behind a mask of courtesy. You'll understand exactly what I mean by the end of this video. Let me show you how it starts. There is a ski resort in this city, inside a mall, in a desert, where the outside temperature could cook an egg on the sidewalk. But inside, you can get frostbite. This is not a metaphor. This is ski Dubai. This is real. And I just paid 200 dirhams to fall down a fake mountain while actual sand dunes sit 3 kilometers away, doing nothing. This is where I made my first mistake. I thought Dubai's absurdity had limits. Welcome to Dubai, where someone looked at the laws of physics and said, I'll take my chances. Here's what nobody tells you about Dubai. The scams aren't aggressive. They're architectural. This mall has an aquarium, an ice rink, a dinosaur skeleton, a waterfall inside a building, 1,200 stores, 200 restaurants. I came here to buy sunglasses. 4 hours later, I had walked 8 kilometers, seen 3 sharks, eaten Japanese food, and still hadn't found the sunglasses. The mall isn't designed for shopping. It's designed to make you forget what you came for. Back home, malls are dying, stores closing, parking lots empty. Here, the mall replaced the city. People spend entire weekends inside this building, never see the sun by choice. Because outside, it's 45 degrees and walking feels like active punishment. Survival. Tip number 1. Dubai Mall has 4 different entrances and 73 ways to get lost. Download the mall app before you go in, or accept that you live there now. The gold souk sells gold by weight, actual weight in grams with regulated prices and international purity standards. It sounds honest, and it is honest. The gold is real, the price per gram is fair, and the scales do not lie. Then they add the making charges. The making charges are supposed to cover craftsmanship, design work, and artistry on a plain chain that a machine stamped out in 6 seconds. Shop 1. Gold price 300 dirhams. Making charge 50 dirhams. Shop 2. Literally next door. Same gold, same weight. Making charge 120 dirhams. Same chain, same machine, different number someone invented. I asked why the making charge was so high. The guy said, "This is special design." It was a circle. Gold formed into a circle. Humanity's oldest shape. Survival. Tip number 2. Always ask the making charge separately before you ask for the total price. If they say small amount, they mean your annual grocery budget. Walk. There are 400 shops. They sell the same circles. If you think expensive is the worst thing Dubai can be, wait until you see the punishment system. The Burj Khalifa is the tallest building humanity has ever built. 828 meters, 160 floors, visible from space. You can visit the observation deck. If you survive the ticket system, online ticket booked yesterday, 75 dirhams. Same ticket, same elevator, same day. Bought at the door, 175 dirhams. They charge you 100 dirhams for being spontaneous. This is a spontaneity tax. I booked online like a responsible person, picked a sunset time slot, showed up 30 minutes early like they demanded, then waited 90 minutes in a line that wrapped through 4 separate rooms, designed by someone who studied airport security and thought it was not cruel enough. The view was incredible. The psychological damage was permanent. On the way down, nobody spoke. We all just stared at the floor, like soldiers coming back from somewhere we do not talk about. Survival. Tip number 3. Book online. Pick early morning. Sunrise is identical to sunset, but with 60% fewer people. Your photo does not need golden hour. Your spine needs personal space. This is where Dubai stopped pretending to make sense. Dubai has public beaches. The law says so. The Constitution guarantees it. Every meter of coastline is technically accessible to everyone. Then you try to access it. Hotels own the coastline. Not legally. Legally, the beach is public, but the only way to reach the beach is through their property, and their property has rules. I tried walking through the Ritz-Carlton. Security stopped me before I reached the door. Not aggressive, very polite. Just, "Sir, are you a guest?" I showed him Google Maps. Public beach. Right there, through this building. He smiled. "Yes, sir. Beach is public, but lobby is private. You need different entrance." The different entrance was 400 meters away, between two hotels. No sign, no path, just a gap in the fence where the properties didn't quite meet. I walked through what looked like a service corridor, past dumpsters, past electrical boxes, past a guy smoking on his break who looked at me like I was lost. Then I was on the beach. Public section, no chairs, no umbrellas, no bathrooms, no showers, no water fountains. Hotel section 20 meters away. All of those things. Same sand, same water, same sun, different reality. The sand was 60 degrees. I know this because I touched it and immediately regretted having skin. I looked at the hotel loungers, empty ones, right there, 10 meters away. Nobody was using them, just sitting there in the shade, looking comfortable, and I was standing on lava sand holding a towel that was too hot to spread out. So I walked over. I made it 3 steps into the hotel section. A guy in a white uniform appeared from nowhere, like he was summoned. "Good afternoon, sir. Do you have a wristband?" Wristband. Everyone in the hotel section had one. Color-coded, fabric, impossible to fake. I did not have one. "The public beach is just there, sir. Very nice. You can enjoy." He didn't touch me, didn't raise his voice, just stood there, smiling, waiting for me to leave. I walked back to the sand that burns. The lounger stayed empty for 2 more hours. Nobody used it, but I couldn't sit on it because I didn't have the correct piece of fabric on my wrist. This is when I understood the beach is public. The comfortable experience of the beach costs 200 dirhams. I stayed for an hour. Nobody else came to the public section, not because they didn't know it existed, because they already knew what I just learned. The water was perfect, warm, clear. Also, I watched hotel staff walk past offering complimentary cold water to people with wristbands. While I floated there holding a plastic bottle I bought 2 hours ago that was now the same temperature as tea. Here's the thing. Nobody told me I couldn't be there. Nobody kicked me out. The system just made choosing the free option so uncomfortable that paying 200 dirhams started to feel reasonable. And when I tried to cross the line, the system had a guy in a white uniform, polite, professional, trained to appear exactly when someone without a wristband gets within 3 steps of comfort. That night, I paid 45 dirhams for a beach club day pass at JBR. Chairs, umbrellas, showers, cold water, wristband. Because the free beach taught me that in Dubai, free doesn't mean accessible, it means technically legal. And technically legal means designed to make you pay anyway. Survival. Tip number 4. JBR Beach and Kite Beach have actual public facilities and do not require wristbands to sit down. They exist. Use them. Do not learn this the hard way, like someone who got politely escorted away from an empty chair. This is the only place in Dubai where you control nothing. The Dubai Metro is cleaner than most operating rooms. No stains, no smells, no mystery liquids. The floor reflects your face back at you in judgment. This made me nervous. The Metro has dedicated carriages. Gold class for people who paid extra to sit in slightly nicer seats. Women and children only for people who want guaranteed space. Standard for everyone else who accepts their fate. I watched a guy get fined 500 dirhams for eating bread, not making a mess, not littering, just consuming food. Security appeared from nowhere, handed him a ticket. No discussion. Eating or drinking, 500 dirhams. Sleeping on seats, 300 dirhams. Feet on seats, 300 dirhams. Playing music without headphones, 300 dirhams. The Metro is training you to behave whether you ask for training or not. I have never sat more correctly in my entire life. Survival. Tip number 5. The Metro connects malls to each other. It does not connect you to beaches, old Dubai, or anywhere tourists actually want to go. Accept this, or pay for taxis you'll regret. There are 2 Dubais. Dubai 1, 15 dirham shawarma from a shop in Satwa. Made by someone's uncle, no menu in English, best thing you'll eat all week. Dubai 2. 58 dirham shawarma from a mall food court made by corporate training. Comes with a receipt longer than the wrap. Same chicken, same bread, same garlic sauce. 43 dirhams difference. Because one has air conditioning cold enough to freeze your thoughts, and one has a ceiling fan that moves hot air in circles. The guy making my shawarma did not speak English. I do not speak Arabic. We communicated through international pointing and nodding. He gave me extra garlic sauce without asking. This is how you know the place is real. Chicken wrap, fries, fresh mango juice. 18 dirhams total, less than I paid for bottled water at the Burj Khalifa. Dubai is an experiment. The question, what happens when you remove all limitations? Can't ski in a desert? Build a mountain indoors? Too hot to walk outside? Air condition everything? Not enough coastline? Build artificial islands. Every city has contradictions. Dubai turned them into the business model. The scams here are not people grabbing your wallet. The scam is the system. Everything is designed to make spending feel frictionless. I came with a budget. The budget survived 9 hours. Then I saw the indoor ski slope and my brain said, well, we're already here. You do not get pickpocketed in Dubai. You get architecturally convinced that paying 200 dirhams to ski in a desert makes sense. And it works. Because I did it. The gold was real. The metro was clean. The beaches were beautiful. Everything worked exactly as advertised. I just spent 3 times what I planned on things I did not know existed until I was standing in front of them. I am keeping the skis, not to use, to remember that somewhere in the universe, there is a mountain made of snow, inside a box made of glass, inside a desert made of money, and I paid to fall down it twice. And the worst part? I would do it again. You probably would too.